Begin with the latest developments from the shuttered Gaeseong Industrial Complex. The 7 South Korean personnel who had stayed behind to negotiate the final details safely returned home Friday evening after the South Korean government agreed to North Korea's requests. Our Unification Ministry correspondent Hwang Sung-hee has the details.
The last remaining group of South Korean personnel at the border town returned on Friday after the South Korean government agreed to pay the North $13 million. The money, the North claims, is the outstanding balance owed by the South and includes unpaid wages for North Korean workers. Seoul's Unification Ministry said the government was providing the money for now in the form of loans for the companies to pay back in the future. The two Koreas have yet to reach an agreement on South Korea's request for the return of the company's assets, and the ministry said the North had also asked for additional money to make up for the unpaid wages for April. Seoul has requested that the North open up the inter-Korean hotlines that it cut off earlier this year to continue their discussions. Although the factories at the factory zone remain locked up for now, the returning officials once again reiterated South Korea's will to normalize operations at the Gaeseong Industrial Complex.
We continuously stressed to the North during our discussions that operations at the Gaeseong Industrial Complex must be normalized as soon as possible to minimize the losses of South Korean companies and so that the workers can come back to work.
The complete withdrawal of South Koreans from the complex comes exactly a month after the North placed an entry ban on South Korean workers to the border town. Now the question is whether the South Korean government will cut water and electricity supplies at the Gaeseong Industrial Complex. Experts say if that is the case, this will lead to a complete shutdown of the complex and also affect the livelihoods of the residents at the border town. Hwang Sung-hee, Arirang News, Paju.